All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWAH,
BAHASHAM,
YAHAWASHI,
BAHASHAM, Mukarpadash. I'm Tazayari Gabar from Prophets in Babylon, Waco, Texas, under the camp of the Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. Double honors to the elders and the apostles that's teaching and rule well. And peace and salutation on down to the hopefully elect that's scattered abroad, preaching this gospel, pushing out the truth out the four corners of the earth. Alright, we out here again. Whew. Pushing, prophesying against Babylon the Great, America. Alright. Prophesying the downfall of this devil's wicked kingdom. Alright. And we got news, the Lord still sending out judgment upon the wicked of our nation. These celebrities, 2/3. Alright. Which it's in the news, that former NFL football player Deion Sanders, his foot is finna get ready to get amputated, and that's the judgment of the Lord. When you look at his prime days when he was young, playing for Dallas Falcons, he played for San Francisco, numerous of teams. Jake was in his glory days. Jake had all that money and fame and whatnot, and now you see that the Lord really humbled that dude, because he was a little loud talker, wasn't he?
Very much.
You're
a big time braggart.
You were in that era, because I was young when he was playing.
Yeah, he was a very arrogant dude. He was always boasting about his abilities. How good he was, which I won't take nothing away from him. He was a good player. He really was. But it's so much beautiful when other people speak of you, and then other than you always talking about yourself. Let other people speak on you,
who knows what the Lord would have done if he would give glory to the Lord, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, for blessing him with that talent. He probably would be all right. Who knows? You know how Jake is.
Yeah, Jake hard-headed.
And the Lord made an example. Get that pride go before destruction. The Lord made an example out of numerous celebrities by humbling them. Deion Sanders, one of them. Like he probably never get to run again.
Mm-hmm.
Because of his health condition, which he probably got some type of, disease because his dietary law fucked up. How Jake be having gout, high blood pressure, diabetes, got to get their toes cut off, which I believe he has some of his toes cut off. Now it's his whole damn foot. All that fast running, fast talking, fast running on the sidelines, the Lord really put him down. All right.
That's Proverbs 16:18.
Go.
Pride goes before destruction.
The Lord hates pride.
A haughty spirit.
Hey, the Lord is the only. YAHAWAH is the only person, YAHAWAH is the only one that's able to be proud.
Yeah.
Alright? Like that scripture, why is earth and ashes proud?
Exactly.
Like we brought out last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we tend to bring that one out a lot here lately. Because and it's really even more apparent to bring that out constantly because of that spirit that Jake has.
Proud. Bro, these bodies are fucking destructible. It's weak. You can get sick at any moment.
Yeah.
You can get fucking strep throat.
Yeah.
I had plenty of those when as a kid.
Yeah, that's what one of the brothers was saying earlier. That's at camp.
Yeah.
One of our fellow brothers, he was saying that too. He's got strep throat right now. So, man, like I say, man, you know, one day you may have a good day, and one day you might be just kind of struggling. You know, it's like, we case an example yourself. You wasn't feeling well last Saturday, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have our good days and we have our bad days, and it don't even matter the age, because it used to be people would say, "Oh man, you too young to have a bad day," or this, that, and the other. But you know, it applies to all of us. You know, because at the end of the day, when you think about it, we're all under the curses.
Them strep throats are no joke. I had at least over 20 of those when I was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to always get them for about 5-6 years straight. You know,
Okay.
something like that, maybe more. Yeah, the strep throats are no joke. But like, these bodies are capable of getting sick
at any time.
You could get sick from the sun. Well, not sick, but like dehydrated.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It don't take much, especially with in the location we are in. It's very easy to get dehydrated,
Right, you know.
especially this time of year.
Yeah. The Lord making an example out of these celebrities. Why you shouldn't be proud. Like, you know that dude C.T. Fletcher, the YouTuber that be lifting all the weights.
Okay. Well,
No, look what happened to him. He was pride, boasting in his big body physique. He got these big gigantic muscles. Cursing people out in his gym, calling them pussies and all that.
Yeah.
And now his ass, he lost a lot of it. Now he can barely walk. He can't even do like 5 push-ups. Well, I don't know about now, but it was one point he couldn't even do 5 push-ups. You know, he couldn't even wipe his ass. You know.
Wow.
Look at Ronnie Coleman. You know him?
Yeah. I've heard of him.
He barely can walk or something like that. Cause all that weightlifting from his back. You know, more help from him. You got Adrian Broner. You know.
What's his name? That other boxer was named Dante. The guy that got.
Beyonce Wilder.
Yeah. He got humbled here a while back.
Yeah, his ass got humbled. You know, talking about his alter egos, how he.
I give you another example. I know he's further back, but Roy Jones Jr. He was very proud. He had a very proud spirit on him. That was, as well, I will say he was a fun boxer to watch. You know what I'm saying? He's very entertaining. But like I say, the Lord humbled him. And you know, you see some of them last fights he had, it was like, man, he should have quit maybe 10 years before he retired, you know?
Mike Tyson, the baddest man.
Ooh, yeah. Great example, he bigger than Roy Jones, so yeah, that's the biggest example. Oh, I got a bigger example than Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
I am the greatest, you know.
The motor cats,
Yeah.
For talking about
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I will say this, he was before my time, but I read documentaries about him. But Joe Louis was somewhat of a humble person compared to Ali and some of these other boxers later on, because you know they'd ask him, they said, "Well, champ, think you got a chance? You know, can you beat this guy?" He said, "I got a chance." You know, he was always say stuff like that. You know, he would never say nothing to kind of, you know, just demean his opponent or bring attention to himself. He always kept it simple. So, you know.
Muhammad Ali, he was calling ugly George.
He called Joe Frazier that. Yeah, he called Joe Frazier a gorilla. He called Joe Frazier a gorilla, man, and you know, Frazier got upset about that. You know what I'm saying? They actually fought behind that. So, you know what I'm saying? But you know, both of them done passed away. But Joe Frazier got to see Ali before he passed away, to see Ali really deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? You know, because he once he got into the 80s, or further on into the 80s, his speech and his motor speed was, you know, his motor skills were bad, you know. So yeah, you know, it pays to stay humble, because the Lord has a way of humbling you. You know.
I saw him boxing Muhammad Ali, an old video.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking shit, moving his belt. All of a sudden he got hit in the chin and got dropped. You saw?
I wish I had.
I don't know who
wish
did
I had.
that.
I'd love to seen that.
I don't know who did it, but
Yeah.
because I don't know them dudes, but like,
Yeah.
he was talking shit in the ring. Yeah, he was moving his mouth. He got hit with a damn right hook and he got his ass knocked out.
I gotta look at that. Yeah.
I don't know who did it, but he lost like 5 fights.
Mm-hmm.
Time. And yeah, his ass was powerful. We got Conor McGregor. He got humbled.
Yeah, you sure right.
Conor McGregor was horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sure right. You got humbled.
The only person I haven't seen was Floyd Mayweather, really.
Yeah. He's you know, he about the only one ain't, but he he's gotten into some troubles here and there. Like I think he got an assault charge or something a while back. But other than that, he really hadn't done
like
nothing
50,
major.
50. He always gave respect at the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that was a big thing going on right there. Him and that fight with John Gotti III and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was a big old fight, which wasn't nothing but a bunch of Jakes fighting each other, really. Because you think John Gotti's think he's you think he's of the tribe?
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
Get that scripture again.
Okay. Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goes before destruction. Pride goes before destruction. A haughty spirit before a fall.
Yeah, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before the fall. So you having that haughty ass spirit, like you can do anything. The Lord will take the most humblest, lowliest person to bring you down. Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, that's a good one there too. Because I mean, really, to be honest with you, they didn't give Buster Douglas a chance,
No. He knocked Mike Tyson out.
Mm-hmm.
Get that account with King David and Goliath. God, the King James. Make sure it's the King James. But all throughout time, the Lord shows you that He's not dealing with proudness. Especially with King David. King David was in his youth. He wasn't done growing. He was a young man. What this society would call a young boy. King David had to be about either 12, 13, no more than 14 years old. Versus Goliath, which was a big ass giant Philistine. You look at these Sudanese people, which they are the ancient Philistines, the Egyptians. They asses get about 7 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine someone my height fighting a man that's 7 foot tall, and think about the minds of the people. They're gonna obviously, how carnal Jake is. They're gonna look at the body appearance. You're gonna go for that dude that's like 7 foot, And he had a big ass sword and a shield. King David didn't have nothing but YAHAWASHI, and a slingshot, You got it.
Okay, 1 Samuel. And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same words, and David heard them. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him, and were sore afraid. And the men of Israel said, Have ye seen this man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king, will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel.
All right, stop right there. So, Goliath came up, which Goliath, when you read up, he was,
About
Goliath.
9 feet. Was he about 9 feet tall?
Yeah, and he was cursing the gods of Israel. He was cursing YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, you know, and Israel was to listen to that shit for 40 days, you know, 40 days, and King David had just now heard it, and you know, that was under King Saul at the time, and he was afraid, you know, because he didn't have faith. King Saul was afraid of Goliath, and everybody in Israel was afraid of Goliath, except for King David, because King David knew that he had YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Let me see real quick. That's a lot of good scripture.
You can make it bigger if you want to.
I started at 24. Yeah, started at 24. Read.
Verse 24. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him and were sore afraid.
Stop. So all the men of Israel were sore afraid, you know, when they saw Goliath. Like you see Jake now, or anybody, they would rather pick on the guy who, you know, they think is weak or look the weakest, you know. They ain't gonna challenge the guy that's fucking
the most intimidating guy. They're gonna leave alone.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that's nature. Yeah.
That's nature.
That's their nature. That's their nature. My bad. Their nature.
God. But you know, Israel, they was afraid, you know, because Jake never have faith in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. You'll see that in the wilderness.
Yeah.
They never have faith.
And it even started, if you want to be technical about it, even started before you got into the wilderness, because with the when through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI gave the spirit the power to Moses to part the Red Sea. You know, they was scared then. So it started even before that, before they even got in there. You know, before they even got in the wilderness, man. And it just once they got into the wilderness, it got worse.
That's why the Lord had their ass walking in circles.
Yeah, for 40 years, and all the ones that came out of Egypt, they end up dying off.
Yeah, so like they see Goliath, the big, tall, dark-ass Philistine.
Yeah.
And you look at them now, they real tall and lanky.
Hamites. Yeah.
Yeah, Ham.
Yeah.
Sudanese people.
One guy I think of, I don't know if you ever remember, he's before your time, but this guy named Manute Bol. He's about 7'7", and he was Sudanese. So
imagine a 7'7" guy versus me, you know?
Yeah. Because that'd be like, that would be like David and Goliath right there. Yeah, seriously, it would be.
For real.
Yeah.
Goliath was like 9 feet, something like that.
Yeah. He was about 8 to 9 feet tall.
Get the next verse.
Okay. And the men of Israel said, have ye seen this man, this that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is he come
right
up.
There. Have you seen this man come up? He's coming to defy Israel. You know? Goliath was the top challenger. He was like challenging all these, you know, putting them to death. Look at that. You know? He was a damn warrior.
Yeah.
Right? Right? He was challenging Israel. You know? Read down.
Okay. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel.
See, so David heard these benefits. You know,
Yeah,
you kill him, you get
yeah.
his daughter. Right, what was the other one?
He get the riches. His father's house would be free in Israel.
Fine. So you get all them damn benefits for putting this big ass giant to death.
Mhm.
You know, and Jake still didn't want to do it because they
Nah.
fucking scared. All right.
And David, verse 26, and David spake to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine?
So David said, what? What's going to happen?
And talking away the reproach, and taketh away the reproach from Israel. For who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?
You see that? So David, that was a you know, so-called curse word back then. You know, who was this uncircumcised Philistine? You know, because Ham, they weren't circumcised.
No, they don't know nothing about that.
You know, Ham, they not under the law, statutes, commandments. So like David said, who the hell is this little dirty ass uncircumcised Hamite?
Yeah.
You know, challenging, you know, children of Israel. You know, Ham and Israel always had war amongst each other. Now, we never really got along. We did in the time of Joseph a little bit, just because of Joseph.
Yeah.
After that,
it's always been friction between Jake and Ham, because you see that here in America when Ham comes to America, and they love to talk about, you know, Jake and say he's lazy, he don't want to do nothing, this, that, yeah. So yeah, they've always, you know, never seen eye to eye.
No, go ahead.
And the people answered him after this manner, saying, so shall it be done to the man that killeth him. And Eliab, his eldest brother, heard when he spake unto the men, and Eliab's anger was kindled against David, and he said, why comest thou down hither? And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride and the naughtiness of thy heart, for thou art comes down that thou mightest see the battle. And David said, what have I now done? Is there not a cause? And he turned from him toward another and spake after the same manner, and the people answered him again after the former manner. And when the words were heard which David spake, they rehearsed them before Saul, and he sent for him. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Talking about Goliath. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth.
See that? So they get mad at David. Like, what the hell? And Saul, his ass is fakeless.
Well, yeah, because he lost the spirit a while back anyway. So
yeah,
you know.
And he looking at David. You know, David all young and stuff.
Yeah. So another reason why, you know, Saul was jealous of David.
And he called him. He said he's not a mighty man of war. All right, now read on. Now this is what David finna say.
And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear.
Remember
I thought it was a bird.
week,
We was talking about that. Well, so we was both right.
Yeah.
We was both right. Week 4 last. Yeah.
Like,
I said, I said a bear, didn't I?
Yeah.
And you said the
I
lion.
was like, it was a lion.
Yeah.
But
We was both right. God, man. Let's do this. Okay, hold on. Let me. Oh, man. Barakatah YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. I lost my spot.
Bear and lion.
Okay. I'm reading 37 again. Hold on, let me try. David said, moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine.
So David, like, the Lord delivered me from a lion and a damn bear. You know, because he was watchers of the sheep. You know, David said, "I'll put a damn big ass bear to, I'll put a bear to death and a lion, and he will deliver me from this Philistine. Like, this Philistine is nothing." And you know, the animals back then was way bigger now.
Way bigger, way stronger too.
A bear is 10 foot tall, standing up. So how much more back then? Probably 15.
About 15. I think same thing.
And a lion like 500 pounds, so it's probably about 800. Bigger and stronger.
Faster.
Yeah, and David put a bear. That's why I be asking you I be asking you little questions like, who you got in the fight, me or a bear?
Yeah. Now I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Crazy. But like you know, you ain't the box at me. That was a good choice.
Already.
Lord willing, we get those towers.
Yeah.
You know. And I've been getting a spirit like that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure other brothers do too, you know? Feeling like one day you feel like you could wrestle a fucking crocodile or something, or a bear. Like you just get the urge to like want to wrestle something.
Yeah.
Wild animal. You know, the next day you feel like shit. Like last week I felt like I was finna pass out.
Yeah.
You know? That's what comes with these bodies, which is why you shouldn't be proud, you know?
Yeah.
Goes all the way back to, being humble. But, and niggas not now, in this world, you'll read that story about David putting a lion to death and a bear. They'll look at you like you stupid. Like, they don't have faith. They don't believe in the Bible.
But that's cardinal based thinking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's why the Lord is dealing with people who have a spiritual mind, not people who are cardinal. And Jake is.
Then they go back and watch South Park, Stranger Things.
Jake is a lot like Esau. He's learned his ways because they are very cardinal. If it's not something they see, if it's nothing they can see, they don't believe it. They do not believe it.
I gotta see it to believe it. That's these women.
Yeah, a woman the same way. Is she? Well,
women don't have faith.
So
not blessed with it.
Yeah.
You could be out here all day talking about we're gonna get deliverance for YAHAWASHI, and I'm working to be. I'm a prophet. I'm working to get delivered up out of here because the Lord finna come back and destroy America. I'm trying to get a certain amount of our people to
understand.
Yeah. So the Lord can wake them up. She's still just gonna look at you like a nigga standing in the park with a Bible in his hand, talking to himself. All weathermans.
Yeah.
She's gonna think you're crazy.
Yeah. If it's not Esau with a shirt and with a suit and a tie and some glasses, they not gonna buy it.
With blue eyes and a faggot voice.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, they probably gonna delete the video on that.
Yeah. Oh, dang, God. But I mean, seriously though, that's how people. They'll be more quicker to
Remember when we was in 40, 60 degree weather, they're dropping out of cars, so just looking at it.
Yeah. But that's okay. The scriptures say, that we were made to be spectacle. We're the Lord has made us spectacles. So, hey, why not be made fun here? Whatever it is, whatever they gotta say that's negative against us. Why not take that now? Because what you're gonna get later is much better later on down the line. They don't see that.
They're gonna be shamed.
They see the right now period. They don't see, whereas the Lord has given us foresight to see down the road. They don't have it.
They see America going on forever.
And you know, it's crazy. And I don't know if you think about this, but will you ever think about how could they think that America could keep going on and on when you see all that goes on in America? You know what I'm saying? You got the you know, the skies polluted. They pollute the air. They pollute the water.
For
you
one,
know.
they don't believe in the Bible, and two, they are of this world and they
Yeah.
want it to go on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you knocked it right out the park right there.
It's like that. Try finish off.
Okay. And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put an helmet of brass upon his head. Also he armed him with a coat of mail. And David girded his sword upon his armor, and he essayed to go, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And David put them off him. And he took his staff in his hand, and he chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook, and put them in the shepherd's bag, which he had even in a scrip. And his sling was in his hand, and he drew near to the Philistine.
So David had 5 smooth stones. He had 5 stones, put it in a sack, you know, wrapped it up. Now he basically made a slingshot out of it. Little slingshot, right? And Goliath got a shield and a sword. So go ahead.
And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him.
So imagine he's this big, tall giant with his armor. You see a guy like me with a damn slingshot. You know how Jake is. He be looking down on you.
Yeah. Because a lot of times they're gonna look at the size and they're like, oh man, he gonna eat. You know, he gonna tear him off the bone. You know.
Like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
You know. All right.
But I mean, that's how it is, though, man. You know, in this kingdom. And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods.
So he cursed the Lord. He cursed YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You know? The Lord cursed, Slakia. This Philistine, this damn Hamite, cursed our Lord. You know?
And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air, and to the beasts of the field.
They're talking shit, like, I'm gonna slay your ass and give you to the fowls of the air and the beasts of the field, you know? Like, you know how you die and a fucking buzzard come and start eating the body and all? He was talking hella shit, and then he cursed our power. You know, he cursed YAHAWAH. Alright?
Verse 45. Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. 46.
So, you know, David said, I come in the name of the Lord. So he said, yo, you come with these carnal ass weapons, I come in spirit of power, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You know?
So, you know, Goliath really messed himself up. He cursed the Most High. You know, talking noise to David. Which one?
He that curses the Lord. Make sure you save that too, what you was reading.
Scripture
God, so you know that Goliath. And you know what? It was a count. It was a count of this Philistine. You know, basically, this Israelite woman. She had sex with one of them damn Hamites and got pregnant. And her dumb ass tried to hide it. You know, because Jake looked like Ham. You know, well, within the tribe of Judah. So she tried to disguise him as an Israelite, but obviously his spirit stuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got into a little altercation with one of the real Israelites, and he cursed the Lord, you know? And his ass had got put to death. But yeah, it's a account of that, but
would it be in Genesis or Exodus? Yeah, he went out. Yeah, he she had a baby. She had a I remember. I think that was in Egypt.
Yeah.
It was in Egypt, and she had a baby with an Egyptian. I think something like that. Which they ain't nothing but Hamites anyway. But yeah, they went and he came into the camp of Israel and he started cussing. You know, YAHAWASHI, and the Lord took him out. Yeah, that's in Exodus.
He basically said F. Basically said like F.
Yeah, basically. So the Lord took him out, man. I remember reading that account a while back, yeah. And he thought about that till you brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good account right there. It's got to be in Exodus.
We'll get that after this.
Okay.
Finish up with David.
You got it back there? Okay, I got you.
Yeah, King David. You left off in verse 46.
Yeah. Verse 46. Appreciate y'all. Verse 46. This day will the Lord deliver thee into my hands, and I will smite thee, and take thy head from thee, and I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel.
So, you know, King David, like, basically, I'm going to slay you, and I'm going to cut off your head, and I'm going to give your body to the carcasses of the fowls of the earth. And your people going to know that there's a God in Israel, which is Yahawah, you know? So David told that Philistine that, you know? And that's how you know these Christians don't know the Bible, because they don't go into the
intricate details of the Bible. They don't.
In the war of the Bible. King David was a man of war.
Yeah. Why you think he couldn't build the temple? You know, he couldn't build a temple because he had too much blood on his hands. That's why it was King Solomon. He had to build it. Yeah, because the Lord didn't allow him to build the temple. So his plan was to let Solomon build it.
Solomon was the peaceful man.
Yeah. Which, you know, rich in reincarnation, he was YAHAWASHI. So, yeah.
Hey, and in order to get peace, you got to go through war. You got to go through war to get peace. people respect violence. They don't respect, you know,
Mm-hmm.
this shit Esau push out, turn the other cheek, and
Yeah.
all that. You know, which is why we don't have power, because we are in captivity. You know, a woman respects power, which is why, you know, we are. Our nation is the way it is.
Yeah, that's why, you know, Eve don't respect Jake, you know.
Because we under captivity of this damn devil.
Yeah.
This damn wicked, this black woman said, why would I be with you when I could be with the slave master or whatever?
Yeah.
Whatever she said, something like that. You know?
Scripture say we'll all give an account. So.
You know, people respect violence, and that's why. And you know, YAHAWASHI did his time on the earth when he was humble and meek and lowly, and you know, harmless as a dove.
Yeah.
And now, what?
He never.
Spirit of a lamb. He was the spirit of a lamb.
He never. You know, he never. Even when he was insulted, he didn't. You know. Our people's thing is, if you talk noise, you know, Jay gonna talk noise back. It's their spirit, you know what I'm saying? You know, and like I say, YAHAWASHI was such a special man. He didn't get into all that. He just was off steer. He said what he had to say. Somebody asked him something, he tell it. Sometimes the people didn't like what he wanted to hear, but at least one thing you can say about YAHAWASHI, he was very honest with whatever he said.
In the spirit of the lamb, now he's going to come back in the spirit of a lion.
Yeah.
That's that balance, which is Isaiah 66. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and then that's what people don't ever understand about Yahweh, about how much he loves balance. He's a balance. You know, so when you tell him that, you know, the Lord has you know, put it like this. Christianity always teaches, you know, God is love, and it's not saying that God is not love, but they look at one side. They don't look at, you know, scriptures like Isaiah 45:7 or Deuteronomy, is it 32 and 39, something like that? Yeah. You know, where he says that I kill, I heal, I wound.
Just balance, unjust balance is abomination. Unjust balance is an abomination.
Yeah.
You know.
Why do you think you have some good days and you have some days that you're struggling, you know? Because there's balance, you know? So, and we're under the curses as well, so. But, you know, our people don't look at that. They just look, oh, God's good all the time, ooh, you know? But they don't realize he's got a bad side. It's just like, you know, any person, you know, you may have a good side, but then you may have a bad side. You may have something that can get you angry, you know, set you out. You know, and the Lord's same way.
You know. You know, the Lord has a spirit. You know, he
balanced spirit. Balanced spirit.
Get the rest.
Okay. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands.
So David said the battle is of the Lord's, you know. It's the Lord's battle. He's dealing with it. And he's going to deliver the damn funky ass Philistine into the hand of Israel.
Yeah. And it came to pass when the Philistine arose and came and drew near to meet David, that David hasted and ran toward the army to meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and slang it and smote the Philistine in the forehead.
So he slung the damn slingshot right here, hit him in the forehead.
Right in the middle. That the stone stuck.
Them stones have the spirit of.
Damn. Okay. That the stone sunk into his forehead. Wow. And he fell upon his face to the earth.
Them stones had the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI.
That's what it was.
not no,
But the stick, yeah.
not no average stone is gonna stick in the dude's forehead from a slingshot.
Nah.
You know? Especially with Goliath.
That makes me think about those missiles that's gonna be coming over here. Those 200 million missiles that's gonna be coming over here to America. You know, they're gonna be guided by the Lord's Spirit.
God is just right in the forehead.
So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him. But there was no sword in the hand of David. Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine, and took his sword and drew it out of the sheath thereof, and slew him, and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled.
The Philistines got scared and they ran off. So he struck his ass in the forehead with that slingshot.
Yeah.
He said, I come in the spirit of, you come with a damn shield and a sword. I come in the spirit of power of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. He threw it, he slung it, he hit him right here.
Stuck in his forehead, sunk into his forehead.
Sunk into his forehead. Then he grabbed the sword, cut his head off. You know?
Stood over his body.
Dang.
And that gave the spirit of the rest of the Israelites to start, you know, going after the Philistines.
King Saul, you know his ass is envious too.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you think about it, man. You know, he's supposed to be the most popular person of all of Israel, but when David did this right here, everybody was like, oh man, you know. And the children of Israel returned from chasing. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, and the men of Israel and of Judah arose and shouted and pursued the Philistines until thou come to the valley and to the gates of Ekron. And the wounded of the Philistines fell down by the way of the Sheriam, even unto Gath and into Ekron. And the children of Israel returned from chasing after the Philistines, and they spoiled their tents. And David took the head of the Philistine and brought it to Jerusalem, but he put his armor in his tent. And when Saul saw David go forth against the Philistine, he said unto Abner, the captain of the host, Abner, whose son is this youth? And Abner said, as thy soul liveth, O king, I cannot tell. And the king said, inquire thou whose son the stripling is.
That's good on that.
Okay.
So, you know, the whole point of us going over, you know, David versus Goliath is that, you know, Lord deals with the humble and meek. As you saw, what's his name? Goliath, he was cursing the gods, the Philistine. He was talking shit about David because David was young, in his youth, ruddy, you know. He was still growing.
Yeah.
So the Lord deals with the humble. Well, let me see that on the account person. Got it. All right. I think this is it, the scripture I was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
talking about the Israelite
Leviticus.
woman. Yeah, I was in Leviticus.
Leviticus 24:10. So this shows you what happens. So this shows you what happens when you curse the Lord, and that's what what's his name? The Philistine did. Goliath. Slakia. That's what Goliath did. All right. So Leviticus 24:10. And the son of the Israelitish woman, whose father was an Egyptian. So the damn woman had sex with an Egyptian, which is those Hamites, those Philistines, who are the modern day Sudanese people, went out among the children of Israel, and this son of the Israelitish woman and the man of Israel strove together in the camp. So she tried to like disguise him, make him seem like he was an Israelite. And the Israelitish woman's son blasphemed the name of the Lord and cursed. And they brought him unto Moses. You know, so the dude's spirit stuck out. Like, because we probably look similar, but we're not the same in the spirit. You know, and something happened to where, you know, he blasphemed the name of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. He blasphemed the name of the Lord, you know, Yahawah. And his mother's name was Shelomith, the daughter of Debri of the tribe of Dan. So she was a Danite. And they put him inward that the mind of the Lord might be shewed them. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, bring forth him that hath cursed without the camp, and let all that heard him lay their hands upon his head, and let all the congregation stone him. So that guy got stoned to death. For one, he was a Hamite, and that woman had sex with an Egyptian. So like, the Lord had the spirit, he had it played out to where that whatever boy would get put to death, you know, because he was a Hamite anyway. All right. So that's what happens when you curse the Lord.
Yeah.
All right, this is the scripture I wanted. Leviticus 24:15. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, whosoever curseth his God shall bear his sins. And he that blasphemeth the name of the Lord, he shall surely be put to death. That's what I was trying to get. And what did Goliath do?
He cursed the Most High.
He blasphemed the name of the Lord. And all the congregation shall certainly stone him, as well the stranger, as he that is born in the land, when he blasphemeth the name of the Lord, Yahawah, shall be put to death.
I noticed something that's pretty interesting, because the little Egyptian boy that the Israelite woman had, he was stoned to death by the assembly. And then, you know, turn around, David, through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, killed Goliath with a stone. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, think about it, you know? And both of them the two had one thing in common. They both blasphemed the Most High.
He got killed with them.
Yeah.
He got hit with a stone.
Yeah. And the boy got stoned to death.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the scriptures show you how to go by yourself. You know, when you got anger, you know, how to deal with it. And that's one thing I look up to that brother Daniel Allah, which is my teacher amongst the camp. Although he went through all that chastisement in hell, he never ever cursed the Lord. You know, the guy was like, when he was healthy, he was 2-something. He ended his life like, he said he was 120 something pounds. That's my size, you know. And I'm certainly half his height, because he was like 6'3". You know, I'm like 5'5" and a half, you know. So like, he lost all that weight, he got burned, and he had different body problems, whatever. And he was still pushing his truth, and he never cursed the Lord. You know?
Yeah, he had a Job-like spirit on him.
Definitely. And you wicked ass niggas, that was not judgment, you know?
No, because at the end of the day, we're all under the curses. They are under the curses, we're under the curses. So,
you New Testament. What
you know, I mean,
flunkies, whatever.
You know, and it don't matter. What people fail to realize, we're all under the curses. You know.
And you know what? Those dudes remind me. Those dudes that say we already in the New Testament. They remind me of the house of Saul, waxing weaker and weaker, and the house of David waxing stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And all that really is from, you know, them being butthurt. You know, because they got caught up being wicked, you know, got kicked out. Now they just talk shit about, you know, the elders and apostles and prophets of Babylon, whatever. They can do that. Why didn't we think of this before?
I got a precept.
You hear me?
Which what we doing right now?
Phones.
I love
Like, we could have been doing it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, I guess it's, it is what it is. I thought it went through my mind earlier, and I was like, damn, this is so convenient, and I ain't got to worry about the pages turning.
Because I always needed 2 phones.
Yeah.
You see, the elder.
You see, I done went and got on this other phone.
You see, the elder apostle Tahar, and I believe elder apostle Gabar, he uses a tablet.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Elder apostle Tahar uses a phone because it's like more quicker than pages, whatever. Proverbs 11:2.
Okay.
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. We was talking about pride.
Yeah, we talking about that earlier.
Once your ass pride, next thing you know, you're going to be in shame. Why?
Yeah.
Because the Lord done humbled your ass.
Yep.
You know? Like we was going into Muhammad Ali. He was in the ring in the midst of talking shit to his opponent.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I see him get hit with a right hook, and his ass is on the ground.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. Like the last probably 40 years of his life, he lived, motor skills were ate up, Lord just went on and judged him, that's about all you can say, man, because that's all he did was brag about himself, But that's Jake.
You don't never see Jake boast, like, give credit to the Lord for blessing him with good looks or height or some type of good athletic ability.
Whatever it is
vocals,
you do. Yeah.
They get all boast like they did it themselves.
Yeah. And if they do give the acknowledgement, it's not to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, to their gods that they serve if they've already been compromised. Illuminati.
Like, nigga stupid. Y'all ass could be whatever, good looking or whatever.
Yeah.
Walking a fucking Usain Bolt in the track world. Next thing you know, you get into a car wreck out of nowhere.
And won't be able to run again.
Now you can't walk, you're paralyzed from down.
That too.
Your legs gone.
That's even worse. Yeah.
What's that? Proverbs 11:2. When pride cometh, then shame. But with the lowly is wisdom. know? Get the meek shall inherit the earth.
Okay.
Who else is pride? Esau.
Oh.
They got the thing called Proud Boys. They walk around with all them guns and stuff, ready to shoot Jake. Jake scratched their head, they getting shot.
Okay, let me, I got a definition right quick.
Go ahead.
Lowly. Low in status or importance. Humble. She is too good for her lowly position.
Give me someone that's lowly, example. You know that Japanese woman, that tennis player? She a Jake, but I forgot her name is Osaka or something.
Okay, yeah, she dropped out a while back. I forgot. I know you're talking about, yeah.
Tennis?
Yeah.
Or whatever, yo. I think she's pregnant.
Could be.
Yeah, she is. But
you say the meek shall inherit the earth?
Yeah, she's a good example of being humble. She's a Jake, and I believe her mom is Ammon.
Okay.
And she's a professional tennis player. She always humble, even when she wins them championships, she'll be the same way as if she lost. You know?
Yeah.
I never really seen her celebrate. Like,
yeah.
like she always.
She's not too high and she's not too low.
No, you know, it's a good example.
Psalms 37:11. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
Right. Who is the meek? Jake. You know, starting with YAHAWASHI on down to the elect. The meek shall inherit the earth. You know? Which we are, you know, lowly and meek.
Verse 12, the wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
Yeah, the wicked, who is Esau, Edom, they plotted against the just. Jacob, Israel. Alright? First and foremost, starting with the hopeful elect. I mean, yeah, the prophets, or one of those men, you know, they're plotting out against us. You know, we are soon going to be deemed as terrorists, face on wanted posters,
be lied upon, be a bounty.
Yeah. Ooh, the spiritual, you said that. I was just
you about to say it too? Oh,
hey, we're going to be just like this backpack, you know?
Yeah.
Wanted, dead or alive. All right? That's why I bought this backpack, because it's spiritual.
Wow.
This is going to be us.
Wow.
Wanted. It's going to have your name on it. It's going to have like $10,000. You know? That's the anime One Piece. Spiritual, you said that. And it's spiritual how we lead to this conversation, because that was supposed to be the topic of the camp, but we went into
betrayal
pride.
And yeah. But you know, the
See
spirit always have us going, man. The spirit had you going, man. It takes you just gotta let the spirit go, man, and let it take us where it takes us, you know?
This was the original topic of the camp. We went into pride because of who? Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
And then linked all together.
Deion Sanders was on our mind, so we talked about that, and we brought up about pride.
God, man. So
all the way around. We went all the way around, but hey, we're here. We're here. You know, we're here.
You know, but yeah, we finna be. Our face finna be on bounties. Why? Because we are prophesying against this man wicked kingdom. Esau, so-called white man, he's finna come out of power and rulership. And he knows it. He knows his time is short.
Yeah.
He knows he's finna come to an end. He knows his ass finna go in slavery. He knows that his blessing is almost up. And that his forefather got from Isaac. You know? Which was to rule the earth with that sword. And by the sword thou shalt live. Genesis 27:40.
See, you know, what the scriptures say about you, YAHAWASHI said, you err not knowing the scriptures. And Jake doesn't know the scriptures. The elite know the scriptures better than Jake do. Because Jake just going around.
because they got the books that they took out. They got the true book of Enoch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's no telling what all. It ain't no telling what all Esau has that's been hid from us. But guess what? YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, got all that'll be revealed in the kingdom.
Plus,
so
he gave us enough to.
Yeah, to get to sustain us while we're here. Yeah. So I mean, you know, sometimes people like, I'm like, you know, I can work with what the Lord is giving me right now, and then when we get in the kingdom. He blessed us to know more. That's a blessing. You know, right now, trying to learn this truth right now, that's a blessing within itself now to know this truth, because we've been lied to for a long time, man.
You love saying that, which we have.
We have. I mean, you know, and I say that maybe because I'm older. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know, and there's so many years of being in Christianity and learning. You know, it's. You know, like I told you yesterday, it's like, man, we've been lied to for so long, man. You know, and you know, that's why it's so important when you brothers out here speaking that we, you know, say the right things. You know, and that put me ahead of all the brothers on that one, because I need to make sure I say things the right way. You know, because our people have been lied to, and it reminds me of Malcolm X in that movie. The movie with Denzel Washington, where he says, you've been hoodwinked, you know, you've been ran amok, led astray, you know, and that's what our people have been, you know, they've been, you know, they've had all that going against them. They don't know the real truth. And then when brothers come out here and present it to them, they so caught up in Christianity that they can't see it.
God, man. Jake blinded.
Yeah.
His ass jogging. He don't know that it's the damn truth right now. With an earpiece in his ear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But you know, like I say, man, you know, at the end of the day,
and the rest were blind.
And you know, and I say this all the time.
It's nationality right here, Issachar.
Yeah.
You see Issachar jogging with an earpiece.
At the end of the day, all brothers who you know, going out and preaching and teaching, always remember, this is for the elect. This is not for the common person that's gonna take to this.
Remember
you know,
the tree that we was talking to?
Yeah, the walking human tree with glasses. You know, but seriously, man, you know, that's a prime example of you know, this truth ain't for everybody, man. You know, some people won't understand it, some people won't get it. You know, and he was prime example of that. You know, and then you have some guys like the little Levite that came up. He's proud. He just wanted to show you what he knew. You know, which he really didn't know much.
I should have put these scriptures.
Hey, he didn't know. He you know, he just wanted to show us that he knew something. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't want to learn nothing. You know, especially when you told him that anything that's revealed is revealed through his prophets. You know, anything that YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI has to say, he reveals it through his prophets.
Yep, prophets of the Lord. He started smiling like his ass was a prophet.
He can't be no prophet with them tattoos on and them dreads. No way, bro.
It looked like he was on something, because last time I seen him, he was way bigger than that. And he had muscles, cuts.
Yeah.
His ass was smaller than me. I was looking at him, I even recognized him.
Yeah.
I thought it was him because he said Levite.
And
then he came again. I was like, oh, shit. I spoke to a
That's
Levite
when it
last year.
clicked to you and
like,
you realized who he was.
Yeah, that's me. Like, what the fuck? Shit, what happened to you? Hey, I bet he ain't, I gave him the channel, he ain't even typing the channel. Look.
He probably ain't made no comments. He ain't probably even tried to get in touch with you.
He
you know,
even did on
when
the
he
channel.
ain't came over. You know, because we hear it, you know, every weekend. So it's no reason why he can't come on out. But at the end of the day, you know, like I say, it's this truth is for the elect. It's not for just your average person. Your mama ain't gonna get it. Your daddy probably ain't gonna get it. Tyrone,
Devontae,
Bebe. You know, we gotta throw Bebe in there, man.
I got an auntie named Bebe, dog. I'm trying to get this.
Yeah, you always say, hey, Bebe. Yeah.
That's true. You always say that.
Yeah. We got some more names. Come on, I know we got some more. Keisha.
Yeah.
Keisha ain't gonna get it, you know what I'm
Cousin
saying?
Tony.
Cousin Tony ain't gonna get it, you know.
Fucking,
Your favorite Uncle Henry, he ain't gonna catch it, you know what I'm saying? He you know, they stuck in that old.
your granddaddy.
Yeah. Well, I've been a Baptist 60 years. I ain't finna change. Well, you know, okay, well, you just go up in flames like everybody else then.
Travis.
Yeah.
Hayden.
Yeah, you know, you know, I got a classmate named Travis, so so yeah, you know, you got
Sandra.
yeah. You know, I mean, seriously, bro.
Well, they don't get on my ass. Them all my family members.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I got
Michelle.
family members too, man.
Michelle.
Yeah. I don't care if they had biblical names. I don't care if they biblical names is
Fucking
Nathaniel or Daniel or
David.
David.
Jonah.
Because you know, Jonah, one thing I realized, especially now I started
Ezekiel.
coming into this, learning this truth, there are a lot of biblical names that Jake has that's out here right now. Like, you know, that biblical.
Wicked as hell.
Yeah, nigga.
You don't deserve that name. You should have been called fucking these new random ass names.
Yeah.
What's that name? What are these crazy names Jake be naming their kids? Fucking Respucia or something.
Oh man, he said Rasputia. Yeah.
Contray or whatever.
Yeah, you got Rasputia.
Key Montre.
Key Montre. Yeah, man, but you know, I noticed that though. There's a lot of Jakes out there with biblical names, you know. But yeah, it's not. This truth is not for your average Jake. You know what I'm saying? You just your put it like this: your average random Jake that you see out here. It's just not, because a lot of them just not gonna get it. That's why it's a blessing. And like I say, we ought to be thanking the Lord every day and every chance we get that we're blessed to have this knowledge, because man, there's so many people out here that don't have it, man. You know, and they going crazy because they don't have it. The Lord did bless them to have it, man.
Hair pink and shit. Hair pink and shit.
Yeah.
Man, these
Green
niggas
hair
dying.
and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you know.
These niggas dying.
Them niggas are dying.
They getting put to death from gun violence at an all-time
All
high.
kind, yeah.
Especially celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I hope, man. I ain't gonna wish death, but like, how many one of these rappers to get taken out left and right?
A lot of them, yeah. A lot, but you know what? Through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, they are. Because if you ever look at a lot of the list of rappers that have passed on from, say, like 2015 to 2023, man, that's a lot of rappers done died, you know? So the Lord is judging these rappers, so he's showing you he's not dealing with these rappers, man.
They was dying from popping pills and drugs, and then it started going to the shootings.
Yeah, well, you gonna have judgment in all kind of ways. They can either drug themselves to death, get killed. I remember one fool, he was talking shit, and he was telling people where his location was, and these people came, whoever it was, came and shot him. I know you know more about that than I would, but you know, but who the rapper is, I can't think of who it was, but you know, he showed them his location, and they came.
You talking about Pop Smoke?
Probably was.
Was
you know, was he talking noise and they came? Because he probably ain't the only one that's done this, you know? Because it seems like a lot of these guys that die, they end up dying behind the same kind of scenarios, you know? Beef. So, yeah, man, you know, we're living in some wicked times, man. And like I say, this truth, we're thankful that we had this truth, because I'm telling you right now, man, you know, this is what's sustaining us, you know? This is what's keeping us, you know, in check. You know, I mean, me personally, a lot of times, you know, the things we go through, you know, dealing with the anger issues, because it's easily to get angry out here in Babylon. No, I'm saying, you know, you can have anger issues. They can give you anger. I mean, being out here in this captivity can give you anger issues because, you know, some of the things that you go through, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta always pray to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? To kind of quell that, you know? Pray to him, man. Because, I mean, sometimes you be at work, man, you may be going through it.
It feels good out here, too,
you know?
now.
So,
Lord,
I got an incident. I'll tell you about it later when we get through.
Lord, calm down the sun.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Because actually, when earlier,
It was hot as hell.
well, yeah, that too. But you know, I was like, dang, you know, I was thinking last night, I was like, oh man, it's gonna rain around 3 something. But then I came out here. I didn't even bring my umbrella or nothing. You know, so this is very spiritual. It's like the Lord say, well, hey, I know I said it was gonna rain, but we ain't gonna let it rain. We're gonna let you brothers get out here. You know, I'm gonna let my men get out here and preach this word. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, you know, I think about things like that to just keep you positive, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in such a negative world. We're around, and Jake is so fucking negative, man. I don't care what you say. Jake is so damn negative.
Wow. Why you buying all that oil? You don't got no beard.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I bought me some. I went over to the whatchamacallit the other day and finally got me some.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Get your closing scriptures about the persecution. But yeah, you know, all
on your phone now. Your phone.
all
You got it now. Okay.
all of those names that we just mentioned, those are gonna be the same people that our family, a man's foe shall be there of his own household. You know, those are gonna be the people that turn your ass in, you know, to Esau. Matthew 10:36, a man's foes shall be they of his own household. You know, I was messing around with my mom. I was like, if I had a $10,000 bounty on my head, would you turn me in?
What'd she say?
She said no, but I didn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But when Esau put that pressure on you, you gonna turn. That she knows she real scary and stuff.
Yeah.
And she'll believe Esau, but
yeah, well, you know, she's not alone because majority of all our women, unless they're blessed to have that spirit of YAHAWASHI, they have no faith. So yeah, they'll be the first ones to turn you in.
Elder Kazak from Mississippi said that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
especially a woman, she would be quicker to turn you in, probably quicker than your daddy because she's more afraid. She has more of a scary spirit.
Should have seen him. She was driving the car and it was hailing, fucking clenching up. I'm like, what? You inside the car, you ain't gonna get hit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, a man's foe shall be they of his own household.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I mean,
your biggest enemy gonna be the people that you live with. Yeah. Your grandma, your abuelita, for your Northern Kingdom brothers. Yeah. Your dad, your mothers, your sisters, especially your cousins. Your cousin gonna be the first ones. Cousin Tyrone gonna be the first one to turn your ass in for a bounty. You know, to get $10,000, probably buy some weed. You know, that's Jake. You know,
man, look at good example would be of Judas. His betrayal of YAHAWASHI.
Yep.
You know, it speaks about it in Matthew 27:3-4.
Hey, first start off with the brother. Oh, here.
Betrayal?
Yeah, being a brother, and then we're gonna
be a brother. Okay.
You know, with those dudes, Andrew Tate, basically, they was hit up. They said they got 2 options. They gotta either delete their Twitter or keep it and get thrown back in jail. So basically, they trying to take him off of all platforms, and he had to pick between. And you know, he said whatever. He said he was basically like, F it, you know. Tristan Tate, his brother, he was like, they get you, they get me, we go down together, you know? And that was a good example to be in his truth, you know? Because all we have
we got is ourselves, you know, each other.
Yeah. First and foremost, ourselves and the brothers that's in this truth, that's like-minded.
Yeah.
because your family is going to turn you
That's
in,
who,
literally.
That's who your real true family is. What does that scripture
Matthew
say?
12:46.
That's my father. That's my mother.
Yep.
That's my brother.
He
That's
that do
my
the
sister.
will of
Yeah.
the Heavenly Father. You know, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Which that was the very first scripture that Brother Daniel Allah, you know, broke down to me. I think we did a video on it, something like that.
Proverbs 17:17. A friend loveth at all times. A brother is born for adversity.
A brother is born for adversity. So we, in this truth, we looking at our fellow comrade, our fellow brethren, and we both catching hell together. That's the beauty of it. And in the kingdom, we gonna both be living in paradise together. You know, right now we catching hell together. You know, and through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, we're going through different trials, tribulations. Through much tribulation shall you enter into the kingdom of heaven. And we doing that. We're going through that with our fellow brethren. You know, we just lost a fellow brethren. That brother finished his course. He in the spiritual world. You know, now we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta finish this work. You know, he's already at peace. You know, and I gotta keep going because I'm continuing his labors. You know, me being up under him.
And into other men's labors.
Yeah, you came, and now you here. You know, so I'm that brother's fruit, continuing on.
Yeah.
You know, the legacy he left off. You know.
Got a precept. Psalms 133:1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
We're dwelling together in unity.
Yeah,
you know?
right now we're dwelling together in unity. We out here, we're preaching this truth, man. You know, we both out here. You watching my back this way. I'm watching looking your back that way. That's what brothers do, man. You know, last week when our fellow brothers came down, the beloved brother Debat came down. And it was so crazy because we spent the whole day together, man, and we loved it. We loved it, man. It was like from one,
it was like one.
Yeah, Debat got here about 1.
Damn.
And so we was together at least till about 9, close to 9, something like that. We was out here for a while.
Saw the rainbow.
Yeah, we got to see the rainbow. You know, so I mean, you know,
I gotta get that video up too.
It's beautiful, you know, for the brothers to get together, man, because like I say, a lot of times it's hell because we're around people who are non-believers, man. You know, and when you get out here and you get with your fellow brothers, you both believing in the same thing. It's just a beautiful thing, man. You know, and the scriptures are right. It's really pleasant for your brothers to dwell together in unity, man.
The spirit, you said, I'm watching your back, you watching mine.
Yeah.
And then when I was out here by myself, I had to look all
you had to look all the way around.
I could see right here.
Yeah. But now it's a little bit better, you know, it's two of us. You watching back this way, I'm watching back that way, you know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful, man. It's the spirit of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. All praises to him.
God.
Hebrews 13:1, let brotherly love continue.
Yep. Let the brotherly love continue.
1 John 3:15, whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer have eternal life abiding in him.
So whosoever hates his brother is a murderer. That's what you see
man.
amongst the 2/3, which they glorify killing each other, you know? And damn ugly ass, big bubble-eyed, ghost-looking Lil Durk. All he rap about is shooting and killing niggas. Then gonna turn around and convert his whole block into Islam.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't get no wickeder than that.
Now all of a sudden you holy, which you serving an idol, which is stone. And you got your people killing each other, listen to your damn music, which the Lord already took that other wicked nigga out, King Von. So now you got him promoting killing each other, so he's getting glorified. He got blood on his hands for that, and he got blood on his hands for these Jakes converting to Islam in his neighborhood, because they falling behind his wicked ass on the rug, bend down on their hands and knees, you know, Pray.
That's why it's so important to be on point about this truth, you know, to tell the right truth about this truth, man. You know, because like I say, our people have been misled by other people, by our own people. You know, not just by Esau, but you know the Jakes that work with Esau. You know that have learned the ways of Esau, to learn the ways of the heathen, as Jeremiah 10:2 say. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. I'm tired of that rain.
It's about to come out. I felt one fall on my cheek.
So like, finish up with the persecution.
Okay, you want something on persecution? I got you.
Just get like one.
Okay.
Get two because got it.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it out.
Okay. Yeah, and all that will I live godly in. Okay. Second Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly in YAHAWASHI, HaMashiach, shall suffer persecution.
So we live in godly in YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, which, you know, YAHAWASHI, what did he do? He was on this earth and he pushed the kingdom, you know. He got his disciples ready and he suffered persecution. And we following after YAHAWASHI because the servant is not greater than his master.
Oh. If the world hates, John 15:18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you.
Perfect. So, no, we don't fit in with this world. And the world hate us, and we hate them, shit, because they wicked.
Yeah.
We trying to be righteous. Yeah. We seen as wicked, you know, and they seen as righteous. So, if the Lord, ultimately they hate YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, because that's who we following. So if the world hate us, wait, read back. They hate.
If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
So it hated YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI before it hated us, because that's who we following.
Yeah, you know, I got an example of that. It's a guy I know, I've been knowing for years. He's a little older than me, but we was talking. I sent some pics to him one day, and he's just showing him about the MOTB. And so, you know, I was telling him, you know, and I was letting him know, you know, and I sent him the chart of who we actually were, you know, and I was telling him all about that. And he was like, you know, I don't believe in that. And at the time, I wish I'd had the knowledge and the wisdom to text back Romans 3:3, you know, but I didn't know that scripture at the time, but you know, but matter of fact,
Nigga said, I don't believe it.
yeah, matter of fact, just for some who don't know what Romans 3:3 says, I'll pull it up.
I don't believe in that. I bet he believe in it now. Well, he don't believe in it.
No, he will.
Jake. How do you not see that this world is becoming a digital society? Even
they see what they want to do.
In the damn stores, cash is being dealt with less and less.
Yeah. Romans 3:3. Even though God has chosen Israel, he still allows the freedom for Israel and all men to believe. So if some do not choose to believe God's word, it is because they decided not to. God, however, is always faithful.
So they choose not to believe. And that's the majority of our people. You know, that comes with the stiff neck of our nation. Yeah, stiff-necked nation, literally. All right.
Yeah.
They don't want. They don't believe in wickedness, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Well, we're gonna get ready to close out. You know, we're finna catch hell. People finna be after us for speaking the truth. False accusations, demonization.
Mm-hmm.
But Matthew 24:13, he that endureth unto the end, same shall be saved. So with that, we're gonna close out, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Makakadash. Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm Taziar Gabar from Prophets of Babylon, Waco, Texas, under the branch of the Prophets of Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida camp. And double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation all down to the hopefully elect that teach real well. We're gonna say shalom, abad, babal, soon.